Hello, and welcome to the Healthy Sensitive YouTube channel. Just to give you a brief understanding and a brief introduction of what I'm trying to accomplish with this channel. First, what I'm trying to accomplish with the Healthy Sensitive more broadly, and then I'll talk a bit about the channel specifically. So, I have a trait, or at least I'm pretty sure I do. I have high sensory processing sensitivity. That sounds woo-woo-ish, or it might seem like, ooh, I'm Superman. Nope. Basically, and it also doesn't mean that I'm on a spectrum of any kind. It's not a negative trait, but it is a trait. Evidently, in about 20% of people, as well as other mammals that are on the planet, there seems to be a subset of the group that has just a more vigilant nervous system. So it's more attuned to subtleties in the environment. That doesn't mean that I catch on to all of the things going on, but more likely to catch on the subtle changes in my environment. I tend to process things really deeply. I'm easily overstimulated. And I have an emotional landscape that when I use language to describe it, I use very nuanced and subtle language. So it's not like I'll just say that I'm sad. I'll say I'm melancholy, or that I'm depressed, or that I'm apathetic, or that I feel fatigued, or, like the way that I describe my experience is with tremendous specificity, because for me, my experiences do feel so specific, and little things can set me ablaze with joy, and little things can grate on me. So all that means, again, is that I have a slightly more vigilant nervous system. It turns out, as I mentioned, like for a long time, I thought I was alone. And my discovery that I was just one member of about 20% of the population was sort of a game changer for me. I'm not alone. I'm not the only person who navigates the world like this. Well, that's good to know. But where are my people? And here's the challenge. At least this has been my challenge, and I'm noticing that it's a challenge with other highly sensitive people. We want community. I want to feel connected with other people, but the ways that this, like our culture sets up for us to connect, are often uncomfortable for highly sensitive people and introverted people. So it's like there are networking events, and there are gatherings, and there are meetup groups, and most of those take place in loud spaces that are fun and boisterous, and there's nothing wrong with any of that, but it's not going to pull me in the same way that a space with soft lighting and gentle language and thoughtful discussion is going to pull me in. And that isn't what the majority of people want. 80% of people don't function like that. And so what started for me as an individual quest to understand how this body works so that I could better take care of it, because I suffered depression and anxiety, all these things, because I'm just trying to figure out, well, why is it that I'm the only one struggling with this stuff? And then it just turns out, well, I wasn't living a life that makes self-care sustainable. And as soon as I made some changes in my life so that I could practice self-care and manage my system better, all of a sudden the world was a bright, cheerful, beautiful place where birds sing, and I felt like a Disney princess or something, where it's like, oh, let's whistle while we work. And now having gone through all of that, I'm now in the space where I want to connect with other people, and really just, if there's one other person out there who's struggling the way that I was, and who doesn't quite understand why their system seems to work a little differently than most people around them, I just want them to know they're not alone, number one. I want them to know that they don't have to make a choice between either taking care of themselves but living small, or living big and really contributing to their communities, being leaders even in their communities, but having to sacrifice their health. Because that's what a lot of highly sensitive people that I've met keep bumping up against, is this perception that they have to choose. You don't have to choose. So the Healthy Sensitive is my brainchild, or my baby. It's where I'm trying to provide online classes, online forums, in-person meetups, and blogs and podcasts for highly sensitive people who are trying to figure out how to live their best lives in a way that doesn't overwhelm them, and in a way that contributes to the community around them, the way that most highly sensitive people want to do, but in a way that feeds them even while they feed their community. So that's the goal of the Healthy Sensitive, to give people the key, like the tools that they need, and the community that they might long for, and the support that they deserve in crafting a life that looks like them. And this YouTube channel in particular is just one facet of that. You know, some people are more listeners, some people are readers, and some people are watchers. So, despite my discomfort with having a camera on me, this is me just putting myself out there and just trying to this is me being clumsy, this is me being all over the place, this is me being silly, and this is me saying, hey, if you're out there and you just stumble on one video amongst all the so many YouTube videos that are out there, and you just happen to be thinking, maybe I'm the only one on the planet that feels this way, I'm here to say you're not. There's at least one other human being like you. And please come, let's chat. So as the channel progresses and evolves, I don't really know where it will go, but this is where we're starting. Just an introduction and a hope that I touch one person in a positive way. So I'll be checking in on a pretty regular basis. If you have any questions at all at any point when whether I'm sharing like academic content or personal content, please don't hesitate to email me. You can find me at leah@thehealthysensitive.com. You can also find all of my resources on my website, www.thehealthysensitive.com. And otherwise, if you just want to enjoy the channel, just enjoy. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.